Hey guys, so this may surprise you, but working in the game industry can be actually very stressful. It can be very demanding, and oftentimes it doesn't pay all that great. And so some people are wising up a little bit, some of these employees for some of these really big companies. You know, a lot of us have dreams to go work for Nintendo or go work for Blizzard or go work over for Xbox, like actually designing games and designing hardware. And since that's a lifelong dream, for a lot of people at a young age, a lot of people end up getting, I don't want to say taken advantage of, but they end up being paid a lower wage than what their expertise could demand. So, that being said, there's this guy, his name's Adam, over on Twitter, and apparently he works for Blizzard. And this is what he has to say about it. It's something that he's a little bit worried about. Being loud about it because I've lost yet another person this week. Blizzard is losing amazing talent because someone in power doesn't listen to the game directors who make his products. DE and I also means diversity of thought, especially when it's backed by data and financials. And so you can imagine if you're a manager and you're working on specific projects, and you're losing your talented developers and your talented artists on a regular basis because either you're not getting your vacation time off or uh, you're you're overworked, you're given a stressful workload, or just the office environment isn't very healthy for you. um, it makes it really hard to move forward on these really big projects that require a lot of developers, like a lot of talent. You know, a lot of these new games that come out, I mean, they spend tens to hundreds of millions of dollars to develop them, and they require hundreds of people involved. And so if you're constantly losing these people, it makes it really difficult to stay on deadlines and build these types of products. Okay, so let's go ahead and see how some of these people, like some of the responses that he got to this. All right. So, last thought: some talent is undermining the point. We are creating crisis maps of what we can or cannot ship. That is the loss of capacity we're facing. I literally have a schedule I strike out as people hand in notices. And that's a perfect example of just like them not being able to get projects done because people are leaving. So this guy commented, can you add more details on the main reason for people leaving? I've heard a large aspect is not respecting the hybrid remote environments and the force to be brought to the office. So this is a great insight into what's going on over at Blizzard. The remote work issue is the largest one. Some real examples of what folks are going through. One of my people already has permanent RTO, but wants to move states. She can't because we don't approve remote work. No exceptions. So I would say ever since these last couple of years, remote work is really important to a lot of people, especially if they essentially do everything digitally and there's no reason for them to come into the office. But I'll tell you, there's something about coming into the office, about work culture, about being in a collaborative environment that's important for a lot of these companies. And so, people might think that they're more efficient staying at home, but there's a broader game at play about collaborative work and work culture that a lot of these big companies want to cultivate by having people come in, interact with each other, bounce ideas off of each other. So let's go ahead and see what some other people have been saying here. I want to go back to this original one. Okay, that was that one. Right, and then let's see. Here's another comment related to it. This is so sad for both the workers who put everything into this amazing game and deserve to have a career that they can enjoy and be respected, as well as the players who are going to likely see this positive direction take a grinding halt. especially at the mention of crisis mapping. So Adam responded by saying, "That's what I don't want to lose. We have amazing momentum. Dragonflight is a breath of fresh air. We have so many cool ideas to chase. We'll still ship, and I hope we can be proud of the work. It takes a blizzard to make WoW. We can only build games as strong as we are," and that's exactly it. Just like I was talking, you need these massive teams to build these really incredible games. And yeah, these games will eventually ship, but are they going to be on spec of what they were initially planning on? Will they be able to implement all the ideas that they were hoping to? Not when they're losing talent like this. So hopefully, Blizzard can kind of figure out what it is that this top tier talent really needs to stick around, how they can make them happy, because yeah, it's partially money, right? But if it goes beyond that in terms of creating an environment where people are happy to work at. So that being said, though, man, Blizzard seems it's a pretty awesome place. If you can get a job there, that's a dream for a lot of people. Let's hope they can get that figured out. All right, that's all I have for you right now. You guys have a good one.